Hey everybody, my name is Andrew and welcome to week 7 of Electric Guitar Basics. You can find all the lesson sheets, so all the tabs and charts and diagrams for these weekly routines over on my Patreon. This is just something new that I've just started, so if you want to check it out, that would be awesome. If you want to support me in this, that would be even more awesome, and I would be eternally grateful. It just helps me to keep doing these videos and sort of keep the process rolling. But let's jump into the routine. First exercise of the week is going to be our spider exercise as usual. This one has a twist. It's similar to the basic spider where the pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, except we're going to go from 1 on the low E string to 2 on the A string, 3 on the low E string to 4 on the A string. So it's going to be like this. We're then going to take that pattern and we're going to, once again, ascend up to the high E string. And then when we get to the top, we're going to reverse the pattern, but first we're going to slide up a fret. We're going to start with our index finger this time. It's going to be on the 2nd fret of the E string, followed by our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the E string, and then our pinky is going to be on the 5th fret of the B string. And then we're just going to descend back down to the low E string. Once we've done that, we're going to go up a fret and we're just going to repeat that same process until we get up to the end of the neck. As with all the other weeks, I really recommend using a timer, set it for 2 minutes. See how many repetitions you can get done in that 2 minutes before moving on to our next exercise, which in this case is going to be the last of our minor pentatonic scale patterns. So we're looking at pattern 3 this week. We're going to be using the key of A as usual, and in this one the tonic or the root note is going to be found under the 12th fret on the A string, so our 3rd finger. That's where our anchor point is going to be. Now the pattern of this scale, it's going to start out with our index finger on the 10th fret of the low E string, followed by our 3rd finger on the 12th fret. We're then going to continue that pattern for both the A string and the D string. Once we've gone there, our index finger is going to go down a fret, so it's going to be on the 9th fret, and then our pinky will play the 12th fret. Then on the B string, our index finger scoots back up to the 10th fret, and this time our pinky will play the 13th fret. And then on the high E string, it's going to be 10th fret, 12th fret. So I'll play that scale shape nice and slow. And there is pattern 3 of the minor pentatonic scale. We've now covered all 5 patterns. So as with all the others, I really recommend that you take pattern 3 and practice it in all 7 of the natural keys. So A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That way you get a good feel for where the scale sits across the neck. Awesome, let's move on to our legato exercise for the week. Now it's going to sound a little bit like this. Now this little pattern is another triplet style sequence, and it is literally a sequence that we're playing on each pair of consecutive strings. So the sequence or pattern goes like this. The first triplet is going to be a pull off, so we're going to pick the 12th fret with our 3rd finger on there. We're going to pull off to the 10th fret of the high E string, and then we're going to play the note that's on the 13th fret of the B string. From there, we're going to go back to the 10th fret on the high E string, and this is going to be the beginning of our next triplet. We're going to play the 10th fret on the high E, followed by the 13th fret on the B string, and we're going to pull off to the 10th fret of the B string. So all up, the pattern will sound like this. Once we can do that, we're then just simply going to apply it to each consecutive set of strings. As with everything else, practice that one in all of those natural keys just so you can get a feel for how the lick works in different areas of the neck and the different fret spacings. And let's move on to our bending exercise or lick for the week. Now this little lick starts with a bend from the minor third, which is the 13th fret of the B string. We're using pattern 3, the scale shape that we did this week. So we're bending up from the minor third to the 4th. So our target note is going to be on the 15th fret of the B string. We're then going to play a group of 4 16th notes in this case. So it's going to be the 10th fret of the high E string, followed by the 13th fret of the B string. We're going to pull off to the 10th fret of the B string, and then play the 12th fret of the G string. And then we finish the lick up on the tonic, which in this case, this root note's found on the 10th fret of the B string. Give it a bit of vibrato. So nice and slow. There's this week's practice routine. I really hope you've been getting something out of these and that you've been seeing progress as you implement these in your own playing. If you haven't already, it would be awesome if you could subscribe, ring the bell so you can get notified when the next one of these videos come out. And give me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, let me know what you think I could improve in. It all helps. Until next time, peace.